There we go. To keep it smaller because it loads a little easier on Telegram when we have that. Any word from Guy? Do we have to go get your laptop yet?
I haven't heard from him.
Well, what time is it? I should ask you that.
6:15, 6:20.
Yeah, they're probably still eating the ribs. I finally got Steele in the house once he was in. Because we seem to think we can stay out after cat curfew, but no.
But Dad!
What? I was just exploring the neighborhood and raising hell. Yeah.
I shared a video from the Dr. Demento page. I thought you would have picked up. It was one of the late 70s, early 80s experiments. It was the Eagles in Hotel California. And you know when they get to the guitar solo and they get to the high, they get to the high point, they had kittens going, and then you'd see Joe Walsh going for it, and he'd go for that high, and it'd be a kitten. And I just thought, I said, Bill's gonna love this.
Of course. I'll find it if I haven't read it already. I will.
I saved. All right, shared that one out. I figured, yeah, this was.
That's good. No, I like and subscribe, but also I'm amazed how many people are watching us on Rumble. I still don't understand the whole raw view thing. I don't. Hey, cool. We've got 26 followers on there.
I haven't even been on Rumble.
It's a lot like YouTube, but it's more for adults, which is the way it should be. Not that I don't want to, kids are great. I got two of my own, but
I have two of my own. I have two.
I like them so much I made two of them. Yeah.
I have 8 of the little tiny ones.
Yeah. I got, Willow's 9 now. I don't see her as much as I, especially lately because with the schedule. But yeah, I don't like 3 to 11, but that's where we're at. So.
Hey, we adapt, we improvise, and we overcome.
Shut up, fuck shit up.
That's walk in, fuck shit up, walk out.
It's fun. It's fun to close stuff down. I'm sorry, you gotta go. Aw, I gave you an extra hour. Really? Yeah, it's 9. This place closes at 8. Oh, thank you. Or last night. The beginning of it was really good. And then in the middle of the night, there was a show with Adam Carolla and Craig Shoemaker, and they did stand-up. So like 400 people showed up to see the show in the ballroom, awesome, and the bar and everything. And I know a couple of the women that were working in there. All of a sudden we get lockout, guests' keys not working. Oh crap! Go all the way up there. It's an older couple. He's cool. She is not happy, and immediately. I don't want to use the term Karen because all of her list of gripes were not first world problems. These were like, holy crap, that happened. But then they came back and fixed it later. They just didn't do it when she wanted it done.
Right.
And okay, so the best part of this whole thing is that once we got them in the room, and I had Brett show up too. And the problem was, it was this one little thing that I keep forgetting about, where there's like a little slide that holds the battery in the bottom. And when that little slide comes out, the battery is no longer making a connection. So I didn't think it was that because I was in, holy crap, how can I fix this mode?
Yeah.
So I was busy working on, because if they were both complaining, this is going to be hard to salvage. But if he's being cool and she's just like matter of fact, bureaucrat level, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. So then I'm trying to remember what got us on the subject. think it was, he's a coffee drinker, but she wanted tea, and they didn't, once again, they forgot to put tea into the, in the thing.
In the easy bar or whatever, yeah.
So I'm like, I can fix this. Except for like the cleaning the room part at a certain time, everything else on her list I can fix. I'll be right back. No, you don't have to do that. Because you know how to play it so well. I need tea. Oh my God, I know what you understand. My best friend, who just passed away 2 years ago, was from England. Oh, we just came from England.
Here we go.
So I
back
ran back there and I got a cart and I zoomed over to housekeeping, which is really actually pretty close to the security office. And luckily the one woman that was down there that was running all the washers and dryers, she speaks a lot more English than a lot of them. So it's like, oh, what do you need? Coffee, tea, creamer. So she leads me in there, and I get everything but the tea. Son of a bitch. Okay. I come out. What's wrong? No tea. No tea? No tea. So now we're both looking for the tea. Oh, it's behind a box, like stacked it. So it was like, there was no way I was going to see that. Because I wouldn't have moved all that shit, because I don't work in this department. I'm not going to just come in and start, even though I'm sick, unless something's wrong.
Right, you're not rifling through somebody's area.
I do the 5-finger method when I'm walking by the ballroom, and oh, look! And then Dan, who is double duty, oh, you're ripping off my ballroom in Highland, grabbing all the stuff. Well, yeah, but we're using it. It's not like I'm taking it home and selling it.
Yeah, I'm not putting it in the car.
I grabbed 3 of them. I think it'll be okay. I like Dan, it's hilarious. So, I come back with chamomile and English breakfast. She only wanted English breakfast, and she only told me to get 2 of them. I bring her back like 5 and 3
just
chamomile and 2 other stuff, and a bunch of creamer and some sugar and some real sugar and some fake sugar, and here you go. Even with extra wooden stir sticks and some water, even though they just brought you like 8 of them. Here's some more water. You never have too much water in Arizona.
That's right.
So then, they were a lovely couple after all of that was said and done, and we talked about they just got back from Ireland, and the ancestors for his family are on the west. I'm trying. They did go to Cork, but it's on the. They had a salmon festival while they were there, and apparently while they were there for the salmon festival, this is the world. Like the world knows about this salmon. Yeah. What do you mean there's a salmon festival? We don't know about it. So that's all the locals.
Yeah.
Here for the salmon festival. What? No, we're going to enjoy it, but that's not why we came.
That's on my list, but it's number 2.
We're your, stereotypical, we're Americans, but we came from Ireland 8 generations ago, so we consider ourselves Irish. No, we're Irish, just like, yes, I consider myself Irish, German, English, but I'm more American than anything else, because I didn't come from, like, Paul's rant. You didn't come from there. You didn't grow up there. You didn't have the experiences. You don't speak the language. You're an American. Just be happy with that. Okay, your ancestors.
I'm American Irish.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. Like the weird dynamic how Paul was obsessed with Japanese culture, but he stayed more towards the English.
Right.
He did Morris dancing. He was big into calligraphy. He was big into like paganism for the British Isles. Where Tim is more into, he learned how to play the bouzouki, and he can speak much more. Paul can say a couple sentences comparatively, and he can talk to his family, whereas Timmy has whole conversations in Greek with his father and his aunt, his uncle, and the whole family.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember his grandmother rarely spoke English when she was still alive. She was just, okay, all right, and they would. She would complain about everything. Well, dude, she's like 80 years old. Let her complain. She was around before World War I.
You've had a full life. Yeah. My great-grandmother was from Calabria, Italy.
Oh.
And when my father was a Boy Scout oh goodness. He became a Boy Scout in the late 30s.
Oh, wow.
Back when they were still wearing the brown uniforms with the black belts across the chest and everything else. And my father used to tell me that my great-grandmother saw that first time, and it took them 4 hours to calm her down because she kept screaming, fascista, fascista, fascista. Because she grew up in Italy with, she was in Italy with Mussolini and all the rest of it. She was, ooh,
fascist.
Does not fly.
No, they're not cool about that stuff because he was a terrible guy. But did they hang him first or drag him through the street and then
They hung him
and then dragged him through the
street
street until he fell apart?
And I mean, they killed his wife, everybody. And there are parts of Italy that still revere him and have celebratory holidays for his birthday and shit like that. Oh yeah.
Gross. Cliff was asking me earlier on the phone, though, and I'm going to steer him your way. And I said, hell, we could probably even do that, on a thing. He's got a big piece of see-through acrylic. He's in the process of putting lights on one edge of it. It's making one of those giant anime swords.
Okay.
This is all fueled by his son, Kel. And he was asking about sheaths.
Okay.
And I said, that's really your department. I don't... I wouldn't even pretend to know about.
I actually got my cobbler sewing machine working again.
Really?
But it's good for thin material. And then otherwise, I do hand stamp, hand cut the holes.
Yeah.
Just hand sew it. Yeah.
I did manage to get a hold of one or two of Paul's leather kits, and I gave most of them to Hannah. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
Okay, so you've got that end down now.
Yeah, how am I gonna just hold it down with the tongs to beat it on the other end?
Yep. Now,
Gotcha.
the thing to think about is how you want to attach it to a shaft. Because you'd put a small, we'd use something to make it, we would use something like a tack hammer handle. Okay? And normally what I would do is I would punch a hole through, and then we would open it up. And we can do that at any time. So at this point, you can work this backside, but we want to keep enough material here that we could punch through and give an opening. So now what I would do is working this, I would work this back section.
From like right here on.
Yeah, leave this center section as much material as you can. And then you can start moving this material as you like. Because this, what I would end up doing is probably grinding this back and then making this beard. So that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. And you've opened this up, so now you've got a good strong piece and you can make a nice beard out of there.
I mean, how much thinner can I go? Does it really matter? Or?
If you start taking it thinner, you're not going to be able to harden it. This will be hard to harden anyways, but what we would do is we would case harden it. Then the other problem that you have is it becomes very difficult. It'll overheat because it gets so thin. It'll heat very quickly. Remember, you can always do that.
And, oh, that's much easier.
And rotate it. Yeah.
So hard. Oh, wait.
So what I would do,
Let me put it back in.
set your coal now and then grab it from this side.
Okay.
That way you're only working on the tip.
The fuzzy Muppet glove.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Muppet glove.
Nice lady I've been talking to down in Tucson. She has one of the little tiny French bulldog. Little tiny guy. But
Little Frenchies.
it's her, it's her little baby boy. And she loves him, and she just sent me pictures. She grew up down in Tucson.
Yeah.
Moved out to California, was a teacher there for 30 years, retired, came back.
Right on.
And she has her dog Bob.
Bob?
Great little dog. But she had a dog sitter out there that she would leave it with, and she would go on trips and whatnot. So the dog sitter loved Bob so much, loved her so much, they still sent her Christmas presents, her and Bob. So she had a coffee or a mug, glass made, cup made, with his picture on it. But she showed me, she said, I'm sending this out. I said, that's cool.
This is my Christmas card. It's Bob.
So everything you have done to this piece, you can undo, change, modify, and keep moving forward, do extra things to
Really?
at any point. That's the whole reason why I like this kind of work, because again, you've used the different techniques that you have learned before.
Yeah.
We're going to introduce a new one when it comes time to put this on the half,
Yeah.
because we're going to punch a hole in it.
I'm looking forward to that. It's nice and glowy. Putting it in there and taking it out did not work as planned. Mother bitch. Here's your Muppet glove. No, it's just all not working very well.
Well, if those tongs aren't working, this is an opportunity.
Use bigger, better, more
Either.
durable tongs.
You've got
Oh, I like those. The
wolf
alligator
jaws, the alligator jaw, those will work.
Wolf Jones. Why do I like thicken it? This is gonna be like a throwing
from this side.
Huh?
So what you want to do is grab that.
Oh, okay.
That
Wolf Jones.
Yeah.
Now, how do I make a hammer into that?
You want to hammer this one?
A little one, yeah.
Okay.
Or should it be a spike? You think?
You can
Blade
do a
and
spike or a hammer. What I would do is you're going to upset this. So get this hot, and then you want to have it like that, and you're going to hammer that way to open that up, to round it out to flat up.
Watch the grace and boys. There, burning it alive.
Next thing I want to do, I want to pull out the smelting furnace and start using it.
Hey, whenever you're ready,
What
bring
we're
in
gonna
more
do-
woods.
Keep working.
Oh, okay. Well, it's getting crowded on the
Say,
end.
unless you're done.
No, not yet.
But yeah, I'd like to start working because I want to make my own. I want to start practicing making my own bronze.
I think we could make a lot with it. You know, you could cast it into just about anything, right?
Well, I like the idea of making. If I can cast the bronze, if I can make my own bronze and cast it, then I can make fittings. Cast fittings for blades and for hammers and for tools and things like that. And to do art pieces. Because I'd
Yeah.
like to do some art pieces. I don't want to be the guy, well, he makes knives. Well, no, I don't make
Not
knives.
all
I
do,
like to
I
make
mean.
other things.
Knives are great, but I make other shit.
I can only, sharp, pointy things are really cool, but
Yeah. Well, luckily we got plenty of body work. Because the more I look at the 66 fenders in the front, the rear fenders in the bed or for the fleet side are actually in really good shape.
yeah.
But it looks like the front fenders have had. I don't think my dad did it, but he might have. But it's been bondoed because from the front it looks okay, but once you look behind the wheel, oh, and now that it's been,
Yeah.
you can see it.
Well, the nice thing about it is there are used fenders that are going to be in decent shape that we can procure, and there are brand new fenders that are available. There are repops that can be found.
I
for
was
that.
thinking about that too, either one or the other. I mean, after I get all the paint and bondo off there, let's take a look at it. If it's salvageable, okay, cool. That's
Well,
more
yeah.
videos.
If it's
not-
one damaged section and there's a patch panel that's available, the damaged section can be cut out and you can go ahead and weld in a patch panel. If it's on a body line, things like that, it might be easier and better to get a replacement. Then we start looking for somebody who's scrapping out. Okay, I would like to have that left front fender.
I
Your
need
right
it.
fender looks like shit, but I'll take
Yeah.
your left front fender.
I need this fender. Okay. Sensor. Get it back in there
Yep.
on the
good.
jaws.
Tight grab on it. There you go.
Need all your. That's like the 5th time.
Let's do it this way.
And now for my next magic
So I'm
trick.
going to show you a trick.
Okay.
That's my hole.
Okay.
And with this, I can pull it out,
Push it in.
grab right there.
Gotcha.
That's grip.
Fantastic. Death grip.
And then get
Do
this
we
down.
put it down here? Ah! Oh, I see what you mean.
Because there's another way we can do it.
Mm. Nope, that does not work.
Yep. Now another option that you have, I hazard to do it because you've got all the work done up here. But what we can do,
Oh, I see what you mean. Hit it from the other side.
yeah, let me grab it here. I just don't want to hit it down this way, so my choice would be,
I'm kind of liking the spike idea now.
well,
We
we
kind
can,
of want to make the hammer just to say I made one. Get it hot enough to like mush it on the anvil, is that?
yeah.
Oh, okay. We're getting it hot enough to mush it on the anvil. The intense heating scene.
You can see it's starting to round over. Let me have the hammer.
Oh, absolutely. Not your apron. Your fashionable apron. Actually, holding this, not making jokes.
It's starting around.
Nice. So if you wanted to make like a sledgehammer, you just start with a big chunk and do the same process?
Yeah, and in fact, if I do have some stuff that I was starting to work to be a hammerhead. In fact, this is something that I will make a hammer out of.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad Guy agrees because the same thing with Cliff and we've got to do videos of us doing the stuff so that we can say, not only can I talk all about it, I can do the shit too.
Yeah.
It gives us street cred. Is street cred still a thing? Like, do people care about that anymore?
For those of us that are old enough to know what street cred is, yeah.
Yeah, when society falls apart, Blacksmith is going to be the most popular guy in the village, man.
The guy who can move metal.
Horseshoes. I made a wagon out of my truck bed. My gasifier has a hole in it. The wood is coming out.
Well, I'll be the crazy ass bastard that'll be building brand new Stanley steamers.
Yeah, we'll just make it. Yeah, really. We'll just make a compound. Just steamworks.
You'll be showing up. You don't have gas. No, but I have wood.
That's pretty close. And there's more
Check this out.
tree.
This is a steam-powered car. This is a steam-powered truck. What are you gonna do with it? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I made him in World War II, too. World War I.
They had them. The Stanley steamers started around the turn of the 19th and 20th century. They lasted for a few years. The first electric cars came out at the same time that Dr. Benz had created his first diesel engine.
1893 or something around there.
And the electric cars were working, and they were very popular in the big cities because that was what they were for. Nobody took a car for a long trip. That was, I need to be able to go from here down the block and come back, and I can charge it.
Carry all this crap with it.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it makes sense, too. And especially because sanitation. I mean, having all those horses and... the cities were a mess. Starting to look like a giant key. Behold! We can open the door now. thinking it's not. I don't know if I have enough metal to do a traditional hammer head on it. Maybe a spike.
You could spike that one out. We could take one of the other ones and make a hammerhead out of it.
And then just kind of melt it onto there and beat it onto there.
Do all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Now, forge welding is an advanced skill. I'm still working on it. Nothing says you can't learn it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a spike.
You can get nasty with a spike.
Yeah, you can.
A spike with a nice hook on it, scare the shit out of people.
I like the idea of having a blade on one side, which I've kind of already.
Yeah.
Got to rehammer that for the cutting of the flesh, and then a spike if he's wearing some kind of Kevlar. You need to get through that.
Right. This is just to give you a reason to rethink your life's choices up to this moment in time.
This is why coming onto my property was a bad idea. You and your friends, well, you should get comfortable.
Right.
You're not going anywhere. That's not going to work. You do it like this. I kind of want to thicken the middle up like you were saying and make a hole.
So you've got enough material, we can punch a hole in that area, so I'm not worried about that.
Right now we do? Oh, okay.
I'm not worried about that. You can draw out that other end. So take that last inch, inch and a half,
Yeah.
draw it out into a nice spike. You can do that and make a nice piece out of it.
I'm gonna roll it around and try to, make it look mostly symmetrical as best I can. No, it's really neat. I mean, somehow it's the same things like ceramics and adobe and clay, and they figured it out, whether it was, like you said, by the fire or lightning or.
Somebody learned. Well, think of this. What's the oldest library? The original cuneiform library. They tried to burn it down,
Samaria, and then Alexandria.
and they found out. The ancients found out that somebody tried to burn down the library, and what they found out was, well, guess what? When you burned down the library, you basically hardened all of those tablets that lasted forever. So the library at Alexandria was destroyed by fire, but that was stuff that was written on papyrus.
Papyrus. It
things
wasn't
like
the
that.
clay tablets
Right.
with Sumerians or anything.
So that was a major difference. That's one way to change history.
To erase it.
No, we remember that this happened. No, it's not written down. Fuck you.
Nobody knows.
That didn't happen.
Yeah. You only think you
That's
know.
right.
Oh, damn it. I thought
Attention
I
to the
knew.
man behind the tunic.
Hey, leave him alone. He's busy. Busy deciding your fate.
Speak to the oracle. I don't like the oracle.
Never has anything nice to say.
She's always stoned, for Christ's
Oh,
sake.
it's all doom and gloom. Yeah, all that magma. It smells like sulfur and bad decisions.
Yeah. See, I have to be careful because if my sons ever watch this,
Hopefully they will.
I can't talk about their mother.
Oh!
Actually, I can't because they say worse than I do sometimes. Right now.
Hey, that's on them. That's not
No, I
your...
look at them and I say, boys, you have made your own decisions. I do not seek to color your opinions. My issues are my own.
Yeah, you don't have to
Dad is crazy.
Dad is crazy, but as far as Mom is concerned, you don't have to endure toxic. Yeah, let's go with those. It just keeps slipping out of these. That's good for grabbing it by that, but bolt tongs. Yeah, I'm gonna try to roll that and try to get it straight. that in somebody's shoulder or in their neck, and that'll slow them down.
But now,
Up there, turn you. All they can see is your butt.
that way,
So if you use those bolt tongs that way, it makes it easier for you to hold and rotate.
Yeah, it does. See, we're gonna thin that out to a point.
So I would go ahead and put that back in the fire, get some more heat in it. It'll heat up faster on that tip now.
oh yeah. Damn it.
And use those to hold the bolt, to hold that.
It's so much easier, more grippage.
Get a better grip to it.
That'll work a little
I still need to make or buy some more tongs.
So I don't have enough.
bit. You could never have enough tongs. That's crazy talk. Was it 36 minutes, I think? 14, 15, 16. We'll stop here.